If you consider yourself a hardcore fan of Chainsaw Man, you might have seen my reactions here to Jane Doe and to Kickback. But the first song I actually listened to from this anime was Iris Out. And that was over for my Patreon community because I've got some awesome supporters who are into J-pop, J-rock, anime, and they put it on my radar. This is one of the chats. I have another chat like this over on Discord too. And that's how my channel works, by the way. I have these amazing ambassadors who keep their favorite anime shows, artists of all different genres on my radar, and then I react to them. I do a tip of the iceberg on YouTube, and then I deep dive on all of their recommendations over on Patreon. And I'm watching episode by episode right now Attack on Titan with my community. We're up to, I just watched episode 16 on Tuesday, Attack on Tuesday, and I react to the music along the way. That's kind of how I do things. And I'm considering another anime to watch. I haven't watched episode 1 of Chainsaw Man yet, but I did just last week watch Jujutsu Kaisen episode 1 and reacted to one of the songs from it. And unfortunately, it got blocked for YouTube, but it's up over here on Patreon. If you want to be an ambassador for Chainsaw Man, keep the show on my radar, or whatever, you know, if you got some artist recommendations, come join the community. The link to that's down in the description. Last thing to tell you about as far as who I am. My name's Tim. I've been a vocal coach, professional musician in multiple styles. I've been teaching 26 years. This is my website. I have an amazing team of teachers that teach with me out here, just outside of Manhattan, in the tri-state area, Philadelphia. We do in-person lessons out here, but we have students now online all over the world, especially with this channel. So if you need a vocal coach, hit us up. The link to all that's down in the description. All right, here we go. This is my first ever listen to anything from Chainsaw Man. Woo! Wow, that grit on his voice. Wow. Whoa! Haha! This song is wild already, my God. Jazzy. Whoa. Whoa! What's going on here? Wow! This is crazy. Another key change. What is he saying? Wow, this looks trippy, this anime. Oh my God. Whoa. Did you see the shot of the arms of the dude? Oh my God. Look, it's like in the middle of his arms are these chainsaws. Oh, that looks like this. I don't know. This one looks heavy. Oh, I thought Attack on Titans was heavy. This one looks like brutal. What? What is happening in this song? Oh my God. This is one of the most complex. I mean, let's just go through this a little bit. This is, I mean, again, I'm like a broken record when I talk about music that comes out of Japan. Period. Like, the complexity of the music coming out of the pop singers, from the J-pop singers to the anime composers. I mean, it's all just wild stuff. I love it. I love breaking it down. Let's see, because it's just so hard. It uses all of my skills to try to understand it. I love that. It stimulates my brain. Let's go. I love that cool, like it's like a little. So it's like it kind of was like distant, and they slowly brought it up in volume level, and also it was kind of like the upper frequencies were rolled off, so it had a little like a opening up the upper frequencies of the overtones. And I love, one of the first things I noticed over here in this first part of the track was the rhythmic subdivisions. So we're in a, which is kind of like a swingy feeling. It's got like it's got kind of a bouncy liltiness to it in a very fast way, which gives it's like a swing. Swing is when you take eighth notes. Here's quarter note. This is the beat, let's say. If you take eighth notes, ta-ta, 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 and you start swinging them, ta-ta, 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 and you do that fast. If it's like quarter notes are like this. It makes it kind of bouncy and sort of, it's a real jazzy thing to do. And this piano gets super jazzy. It's got a little. Well, is it really swinging? Yeah, it does have this swingy feel to it. Yeah, because in addition to that bum, pa-da, 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 that you feel this feeling. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. That's swing. But in addition to that, it's so complex that underneath it, there are also straight eighth notes going too. So it's very complicated in that respect, okay? Anyway, back to the beginning parts here. It almost has like a ragtime feel. Do you know about ragtime? Here, let me show you. What's ragtime sound like? Like a throwback, almost like an, what's it called? Electro jazz or electro swing? It's got kind of that. It's got kind of that type of a feeling to it. Now it's probably going to pull up Ragtime the musical. Wait, let me pull up Ragtime piano. The best of Ragtime. Oh, okay, here we go. This is a little bit of. So it's kind of Ragtime. That's kind of Ragtime, right? So we go back over here. Actually, it really reminds me more of electro swing. I would say that's. Let me show you some electro swing. Is this electro swing? Well, it says electro swing. Oh, wait, I'm not signed in on it. Hold on, sorry, guys. I'm not signed in on my ad-free one for you all. Here we go. Yeah, this feels about right. Yeah, that's got an electro. So then, yeah, this has an electro swing feel to it for sure. So swing beat, electro swing, right? I'm talking about the swing rhythm element. So swing is like a type of music and also a rhythmic thing, by the way. Now his voice, who is that? Is that Kenshi Yonezu actually singing here? Yeah, he kind of has a tone like a super gritty all the time tone. Wait. It doesn't say. I'm assuming it's him singing, right? Yeah. So he's got a lot of false chord grit. Whenever you hear a tone, and then there's like an extra thing on the tone, it's false chord grit. If you hear a little into things, that's vocal fry. It sounds kind of like a metallic, brassy slide up thing. This is a lot of the grit technique that like metal singers use. Hear that rhythm? Oh man, wait, I wonder if the words. Oh yeah, we have English. I wonder if this is good English. I have the words open over here. Wait, let's look at it a little bit here. No, inside my brain, stop you idiot, morality screams. Okay, again. So I didn't do it this time, but there was a wonderful comment on my last J-pop reaction that I want to read for you guys. Shout out to whoever wrote that. I'm going to come back and read that later on a future J-pop reaction. That I'm tempted to pull it up now. It was a wonderful comment. Shout out to you. Thanks so much for that beautiful comment. It was kind of talking about the nature of Japanese culture and why lyrics like this are so why like sophisticated lyrics and subtle lyrics with subtle meanings that are really you have to know Japanese culture and Japanese language to get and the beauty of that, which I loved the comment explaining that, because my questions always are around the the complexity. When I read the translations of Japanese lyrics and pop songs, I can't believe that those are the words, that those are the like popular words to be used. In American culture, it's like the more popular something gets, the less sophisticated it is. But that with Japanese lyrics, there's such sophistication in them. Like you need a master's degree in poetry interpretation to really get inside of what it means. Like I love that about it. It's so stimulating for me. I feel like I need to really use my brain as much as I have. No. Inside my brain, stop you idiot, morality screams. So there's a personification, if this translation is right, there's a personification of morality. How cool is that, right? Darling, baby darling, love unchained, my glittering philosophy. See, that is so sophisticated as a concept to put in a song. That gaze, so cute I could die, enough to break laws. So maybe it's about attraction, love. Now we're into like that layer of meaning. Enough to defy, scattered to frenzy, I lose control. It's your fault for being born into this world. This crushing fever tears me apart. I love you spills iris out. So iris out, I think about the camera, like that kind of camera effect, like you see in like fighting movies and stuff, old fighting movies, when it's like, or in like Kill Bill. I think about that camera effect. It's kind of like iris out. It's like the moment when, pardon my French, it's like the moment when the shit hits the fan in the movie. That's when the iris out stuff happens, right? What do I do with this storm in my chest? What do I do with when my ribs can't rest? Oh, this is like badass. Sugar dissolves. It makes me sick. My eyes burst open. Feels like I'll sink right now in this world. Only you are the answer. So it's like the world's falling apart, kind of this hyperbolic love song in a chaotic world. With a smile, you cast Avada Kedavra. Is that kind of like abracadabra? A stigma, I don't know what that means. A stigma branded on my forehead. I feel like I should, though. A stigma branded on my forehead. Sorry about that. Shoot the arrow, pierce my... Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting. It feels like I love you song, but in a messed up world. Yeah, something like that. I'm not going to go too much deeper into the meaning of it. Let me know down in the comments what your take is on the meaning of the song. Wow. Now I'm trying to figure out, is there like a verse and a chorus and like a traditional feeling like that? It's not rap, and it's like somewhere between rap and singing, right? Because da 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 da. He's on notes in the chord. Now he's definitely singing, but even da 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 da. He's got like 2 octaves going on there. Here, check that out. Da 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 da. It's like all in octaves. Da 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 da. That was fun. Wait, listen to that. There's multiple voices stacked there. Can you hear those? It's doubled on certain things on that that last phrase right there. Do you hear that subtle underneath harmony, kind of digital vocodery sounding? What's a vocoder? Let me show you real quick. So, this is a vocoder. Oh, it's too loud. Sorry, hold on. So if I hold down the notes on this keyboard right here, I have a vocoder. So whatever I play on this keyboard, it doubles it on my voice. Isn't that cool? They're a lot of fun. When you can sing and then you do that for a second, and then I take my hands off, then I do it again. That's a vocoder. Vocoders are awesome. And sometimes you can do, like in a studio, you could do that, which makes it, you can see when it doubles my voice, it makes it kind of digitized sounding. Or you can just record another track, record on another track, another vocal, and just, stick it in there. Can you hear those, the underneath note things now that kind of sound like that a little bit? They sound like a little digitized. It also makes it sound a little digitized because there's like a synthesizer that's kind of doing a lot of accenting with a little distortion on it. That's one of the coolest parts of this track is the accenting of the synth. It's like, oh, what key? It won't sound right if I demonstrate it with this piano, but like there's like that really short staccato-y. Listen. That synth subdivision rhythmically. So I really like that. This part. Look at these crazy characters in this cartoon, or in the animation, in the illustration. Right, look, she's got like I don't even know what that outfit's crazy. My head severed from my body. I love you spews from my carotid. Oh, it's carotid artery. I see. They're saying carotid. I was like, is that another word? Hear those harmonies there. Hear the piano, so it's doing some of that like ragtimey old throwback piano stuff. So you hear all that. That's really fun. How would you go, like, how do I know what notes to kind of do with that? I know that because we're in the key of A minor. And whenever you improvise on stuff, 9 times out of 10, unless it's a crazy chord progression, you use the pentatonic scale. So I know in A minor, that's the pentatonic scale. I'm not like a pianist. I'm a vocal coach, but I've just been playing piano in voice lessons for like a million years. So I can play all this stuff a little bit, or at least fake it. So pentatonic notes, penta means 5, and in the key of A minor, the pentatonic scale is A, C, D, E, G. So those notes will always sound normal and cool underneath this chord, or over top of this chord progression. You notice that? See, it didn't sound weird because I know those notes will always work. That's why it has a sound to it, right? That those notes, that scale, they always work with what chords are underneath them, relatively speaking. I won't go into too much of why, but I've talked about that in past videos. It's a harmonic thing. They avoid notes that would fight the chords underneath them. In a nutshell, that's the idea. We'll keep going. This feels like one of those breaks in like a K-pop song where it kind of opens up and then it gets rappy and then it gets busy again. I'm still unclear on what the hook is that I would take home from this. You know what I mean? I love the flow of that rap there. See, now this is rap. I don't think this is pitched in the chord. Yeah, it feels kind of loose out of pitch. It's just kind of spoke like a rap. Bum, bum, bum. Hear that piano accenting in the bass? It's like... It's going... So cool. Wait, is that coming through for you guys when I do that? Yeah, okay. Can you hear that? Boom, 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 boom in the bottom. It's cool. What's going on in this show? This looks a little racy. I just love that part. I'm sorry. So, but always talking about existence, like it's all this existential stuff. Listen to this production. Everything is there's so many short things. Say gated. Gated is a word you'll use in music production where all of a sudden it stops quickly when it gets to a certain level of quiet. Sometimes you can have a sound that decays and sort of slowly fades out, and then sometimes other times you have sounds that go like that. Like my spit snare is very gated. It's like, it's not, it doesn't have a decay to it. Listen to how short and crisp those sounds are. Hear that? Everything is like, it's very like short and it creates this like, it's very, the word titillating comes to my mind. It's just very effervescent. It's bubbly. It's, you know, inside of your mind. Very electric swingy. And then key change. It almost has a little bit of the look of Venom, the Venom Marvel. Is that Marvel? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, very Venom-esque in design. Yeah, he's got like chainsaws in the middle of his arms. Whoa, it's kind of bleeding too. Wow. So that vocal tone that he's singing with right there for most of the song, yeah, it's like he's doing. He's got the grit pretty high to get so that you have that level of distortion in your voice all the time. There's a decent amount of brassy, metallic quality in his tone. Bop, 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 that trumpety. Duh. He's trumpety, but also gritty. Not very windy. Vowels are pretty bright. Not a lot of internal mouth-throat space. It's very kind of... Most contemporary singing doesn't have a lot of internal mouth-back throat space. As opposed to, oh, it's not like open inside. Fun. Yeah, electro swing is really the vibe I get from that. Super cool. Wow. There's another song I think from this that we have to check out too. I'm gonna go check out the Jane Doe now. I still, something interesting though. I don't have. It's so sophisticated, almost like a modern contemporary classical piece or something, like super pushed out. I'm not leaving with a melody that I'm going to be singing later on today though. You know what I mean? It's like so experimental, and the music sections are so unconventional that they didn't hammer home a hook in my mind, right? And which is just another level of sophistication. It's another level of pushing out, musically speaking, right? That this is so popular is just a sign of the evolution of human consciousness in my mind. You want to talk about get hyperbolic? There you go. I'm going to get hyperbolic and zoomed out. Because this is crazy. This is really complex. And it's so popular, and I love that. Usually popular is not more complex, but in Japan it is. Very cool. See you in my next one.